Congratulations to you, to your parents. Go Army, and Lord, I hope, beat Navy. And I will see each of you at Camp Buckner at the start of your 12-mile march back in August. This will be the 6th year that I will make that march back with the entering class, and good luck.
This evening, we're also pleased to recognize superior academic achievement. Many seniors have already received academic awards, but tonight we recognize those cadets who rank at the very top of the class of 2013. Our class rank is determined by overall grade point average and by the rigor of the courses taken by our cadets.
Our salutatorian has been conscientious and diligent to an exceptional degree. During his 4.5 years at Riverside, he has achieved a grade point average of 98.19. He is a member of the Horton Society, the National Honor Society, the National Science Honor Society, and he serves as the S4, that is the supply officer of the Cadet Battalion. Ladies and gentlemen, our salutatorian, Cadet Reed Schwartz.
And so it ends, and so it begins. And tucked between our endings and our beginnings is all that we really have. Now, our pasts are immutable, our futures non-existent. But all of our pasts were once nows, and all of our non-existent futures will become now. For graduation is always likened to the beginning of a trip, a long train trip perhaps, towards some unseen, unknown final destination. Soon we will receive our diplomas, or tomorrow. As soon. They are our tickets to the futures, so to speak. Yet these tickets are not stamped with the destination. They only grant permission to board. Of course, every passenger on this train will have some destination in mind. The destinations vary. I want to be famous, I want to raise children, I want to change the world. Rest assured that you will no sooner reach one destination than you will be on your journey again. Robert J. Hastings once said, "Sooner or later, we realize there is no station, no place to arrive at all, at once and for all. The true joy of life is the trip. The station is only a dream that constantly outdistances us." Tonight is a solemn occasion. It is solemn because tonight we realize that we have no choice but to board that train. Someone once said that getting there is half the fun. He was wrong. Getting there is all the fun. Despite the gravity of this night, I would like to thank my mom, dad, grandparents, and Tammy, as well as my friends Max Wiener, Eric Chow, and Alec Gallagher. I'd also like to thank my history teacher, Master Sergeant Bagwell, and English teacher, Mr. Jobson. Lieutenant Colonel Gerard, Captain Watkins, and First Sergeant Walker have given me much help through my years here at Riverside. Perhaps we should follow the suggestions of Hastings, to climb more mountains, go barefoot more often, swim more rivers, watch more sunsets, laugh more, live life as you go along. So pay attention, seniors. Enjoy the ride and have a good trip. Thank you.
The valedictorian stands at the top of the academic hill. With a keen intellect and relentless work ethic, he embodies academic excellence. In his 5 years at Riverside, he has earned an overall grade point average of 99.64. This cadet has been a member of the Horton Society, the National Honor Society, and president of the Science National Honor Society. In the band, he has served as the flute section leader and company commander. Ladies and gentlemen, our valedictorian, Cadet Tae Woo Kim.
Well, before I start talking about graduation of our class, ladies, gentlemen, and all fellow cadets, please give firm hands to our seniors who have made it to Silver Taps today and to graduation from this academy tomorrow. Left, left, right, left. As many people know, this is the warm cadence of this military academy, and this was my first impression on this school. When I was a young, tiny, and fat, well, actually chubby at the time, arrived to this school in 2008, I heard the cadence echo around the red brick walls surrounding the quad. As an international cadet from South Korea, I had only heard about the hardship of military since I was 8 years old. So in my mind, I was very concerned with what I could do in military academy or what I could learn from this school. Obviously now, as the 5 years pass, and as one of our senior class, I actually realized that I have actually some precious experience from school to shape my dream for the future. First, in barracks life, Riverside has tested my ability to manage and lead. I demonstrate my time management skills by motivating people to start events, like parades, on time. In middle school, I used to be complacent about keeping track of time that I allowed for studying and breaks. However, after 5 years at Riverside Military Academy, I realized that to achieve my dreams, that there can be no complacency in school or anywhere else. For example, I motivate cadets to get dressed in military uniforms on time. At this point, I want to give special thanks to all TAC officers in Riverside who actually work for us as cadets. Especially, I want to give special thanks to one TAC officer who has been my role model in my school life. Ugly mustache or black tornado? Yeah, as everybody knows, Captain Cleves. Whenever I have difficulty in controlling my platoon or company, Captain Cleves has given me advice and examples of how to lead people for more than 4 years. He also encourages all band cadets to study by sharing his experience. So I want to say thank you, sir, as a representative of band company. And I want to ask for one more thing for our senior class. Please shave your mustache for tomorrow as a surprising event. Second, on the academic side, I've learned so much academic information from various teachers. Spending so many years in RMA, I've met numerous teachers. Some of them moved to other schools, some of them retired, or some of them stayed here. And I want to mention some names of teachers who have influenced me so much. Even though all great teachers like Mr. Jobson and Mr. McBride have influenced me in some ways, I want to talk about science department teachers. Mr. Phillips, Mr. Hunter, Connor Hendricks, and Mr. Myers. I want to say thank you, sirs, that all of you taught me so wonderfully in my favorite subjects. Also, I want to say thank you, First Sergeant Walker, for giving me a wonderful lesson on anger management. And Mr. Stedwick, I still did not forget that you still owe me $50 for getting a perfect score on the SAT math section. Third, on athletic side, I actually did not have much time to spend on sports in the past 5 years. But in my senior year, I joined soccer team. And this gave me a wonderful experience and helped me to lose my fat. And I actually lost 50 pounds during the season. I have to say thank you to all my soccer coaches, Coach Vaca, Coach Timchuk, and Coach Jock. as I can look like a human being during this week. Lastly, I want to mention and leave something to our senior class and undergraduates. First, to seniors, I'm very proud that we are in the same class on graduation. Max, you're my best BC of our 5 years in RMA. Humphrey, my XO, even though you cannot go to Harvard or West Point, which are your dream school, I want to congratulate you for going to play the football in Mercer. Dakari, thanks for leading company all the time on my absence. And to Koreans, 항상 고맙고 즐거웠어. 내년도 싸우지 말고 잘 지내기 바래. Lastly, to all cadets, time, I believe, is precious because it is fleeting. And once gone, the past is out of reach. I want to say time is constant and irreversible. So I hope you guys learn as much as you can in this school before you leave here. Seniors, I hope you all meet at RMA after college. I hope to see you here during homecoming in 2017. At last, I want to close my speech with all of our senior class. Let's go, class of 2013! Seniors! Thank you, and have a wonderful night.
I need to put out an administrative note considering the weather. If it is raining in the morning, the parade will take place at the same time as scheduled, 9 o'clock, but in the field house. If the sun is shining, we will drive on. Ladies and gentlemen, we will conclude this evening's Silver Tap ceremony with the playing of Echo Taps, a time-honored tradition here at Riverside that pays tribute to the Academy's fallen alumni in respect for the sacrifices made by these men in the defense of freedom. We ask for your silence as we now listen to the buglers and your cooperation in departing quietly at the conclusion of the ceremony. Thank you for joining us this evening.